Hello and welcome. I'm Katrina Pratt Roebuck, and I am the CEO of Uplifme. Uplifme is a national resource hub that shares information on social service events happening across the country that address the social determinants of health and more. Uplifme also highlights the good work of organizations here in Philadelphia. Today, I have with me Lina Payne, who is the Executive Director of Puentes de Salud. Hi, Lina. How are you?
Hi, Katrina. I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you
So,
for having me.
Lena, can you tell us about Puentes de Salud? Can you tell us about the services that you provide and who your organization serves?
Absolutely. De Salud was created about 16 years ago. We are a nonprofit 501(c) organization that has been fully funded and supported by community and donors for the last 16 years.
Mhm.
It was created to address the social determinants of health that affect Spanish-speaking immigrants in Philadelphia and the surrounding areas. We have a number of different services that we offer at Puentes. Our medical clinic is our primary service. We have a dental clinic on site. We also offer food access programs, behavioral health programs, case management, and educational support programs that are inclusive of art programming as well.
That's amazing. Is Puentes de Salud a federally qualified health center?
Fuentes is not.
Okay.
Um, it has been completely grant and donor funded for the last 16 years.
Wow, wow. And I also heard you say that there are food resources. So is Puentes de Salud a cupboard as well?
Yes, so the food access program was actually developed during the pandemic in response to a survey that we sent out to the individuals that we were serving at that time. 80%, over 80% had indicated that food insecurity was their top concern.
Mm,
Um, and with that, our staff worked diligently to find funding for a food access program. And with that, developed what we affectionately call our food pharmacy, which is
okay.
located on site where folks can access groceries when the medical clinic is open. And we also have what we call a dispenser program, where we deliver groceries to about 130 individuals weekly who are unable to access the food resources that we contain on site.
That's amazing. Can you talk a little bit more about the food pharmacy? Can you tell me why it's called the food pharmacy?
Yeah, it's a great question, Katrina. It's called a food pharmacy because we believe in holistic health and food being and nutrition being an important component of one's health and making sure that we make that connection when we think about care for individuals and thinking about serving them holistically. And the food pharmacy works really closely with our medical program
Okay.
to be able to address, again, the needs that we see of the individuals that we serve in our medical clinic, making sure that the food that we're offering is in alignment with their needs and is also something that they recognize. So we try to obtain culturally competent foods where folks can recognize things from their own home countries where they came from and learn ways on how to make them that respond to their medical needs. So again, we like to think about everything that we do holistically.
That's fantastic. So how does one access services at Puentes?
Yeah, it's a great question. So our dental clinic is open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to about 3 p.m. Our medical clinic, you can schedule appointments for, but we also do see walk-ins. So individuals who
Okay.
are in need of primary care services can walk in when our medical clinic is open. We have more information and details on our website about each individual program. And I'm happy to answer any questions via phone, via email as they come in.
Okay, that's fantastic. Can you talk a little bit about the organization itself and how it's uniquely positioned to serve the folks that you serve? I know that from looking at your website that you guys do a lot of outreach and engagement, and that all of the staff are bilingual. Is that correct?
Yes, that is accurate, Katrina. It's one of the many proud points of Puentes. All the staff that work at Puentes speak Spanish and English.
Mhm.
One of the reasons that we've been able to build the community trust that we have, um, folks are able to see themselves in the staff that serve them and recognize that the individuals not only speak the language, but have the cultural competencies to be able to meet their needs and just meet them where they are, wherever they are in their transitions here to Philadelphia or from the surrounding regions. Um, we have a community promotora program as well, which equates to a community health worker program.
Hmm.
Um, and the promotoras have been part of the backbone of the existence of Fuentes for the last 16 years.
Okay.
Um, a number of them participated in the early conversations to have Fuentes started. And they, again, are a bridge to the staff and to the community in terms of being able to share information and make sure that the programs that we're creating are in alignment with community needs. They
Mhm.
serve as a voice for community, but they also serve as a voice for us and being able to make sure that the services we're creating and the programs we're creating are aligning, again, with what community needs.
And that's so important. It's so important to have the boots on the ground to make sure that you're understanding what community needs are and filling, having that go up the ladder to program folks to understand what best to do to serve folks in the community. Can you talk a little bit about what Puentes de Salud has done, say, over the past 12 to 24 months that you're proud of?
Yeah, there are a number of things that have happened over the last 12 to 24 months as you transition out of the pandemic, as you can imagine, with the medical care, dental, educational, and art facility. Um, I think some of our proud moments have come just in making that transition happening and making it efficient and doing it in a way that still makes sense for our clients and the people that we serve. Um, I think one of the other strengths of Fuentes comes really from the early foundation is that because Fuentes has always built programming around community voice, and that's at the center of all that we do, there's this trust that was established early on, and folks continue to trust Fuentes regardless of the things that are happening in the community.
Mm,
Um, when the pandemic hit, with the food access issues that have arisen over the last number of years, and are really trusting of us to be able to provide the support that they need and communicate that with us.
mm,
Um, so having the trust of community is very important, and it's also something that we're very proud of.
mm,
We've been working diligently to make sure that the services that we have are fully integrated. Again, thinking about holistic care, and making sure that we have clean referral structures in place for
mm.
individuals to be able to access all of the services that they need, and then looking at the individuals as a whole person.
That's wonderful that you have a holistic array of services available to folks. Can you talk a little bit about some of your future plans? What are some of the things that are upcoming for you that you're excited about?
Yeah, I'm really excited about part of our educational foundation that happens just across all of Fuentes. Um, in our medical programs, in our educational programs, in our case management, in our behavior health and food access programs, we have internship opportunities.
Hmm,
Really excites me about those is being able to build this pipeline of individuals who are bilingual and bicultural and who
hmm.
are ready to address the social determinants of health for public health, as we know that that's where we're headed, right? Or have been for some time. So being able to have that kind of influence on the next generation of community leaders that'll be working in public health is really exciting.
That's very interesting. Can you talk a little bit more about the educational services? So I'm hearing, it feels like I'm hearing that there might be educational services for youth. Are there also educational services for adults? Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yes. So the volunteer opportunities and the training opportunities that exist within our medical clinic, behavior health, case management, food access are primarily directed for adults.
Okay.
And so we have health professionals, people from different professions that just come in and volunteer at Fuentes, and we're in the process of formulating our medical education curriculum, also geared toward public health and immigrant health. Um, that is a really exciting component for us. In
Mm,
addition to that, we do have an educational program that ranges from pre-K through 12th grade that focuses on literacy support, but also provides the needs of children in those various grade ranges for whatever it is that they need. So pre-K programming focuses on early literacy and has an art component with it. There is a cultural component in everything as well, ensuring that, again, the children that we serve who are Spanish speaking, often coming from mixed immigration status families, see themselves represented and see their cultures represented in all that we do. So culture is in the mix of everything, as is language. And our middle school programming, elementary school programming focuses more on literacy and identity and helping children build those transitional skills that they need and move from middle school to high school. Our high school programming focuses on helping with career development, transitioning out of high school, exploring job opportunities, and just thinking about what the next phase of their life is going to be and being able to provide that kind of support. And so we have a range of educational opportunities available for both children and adults.
You really do. And it's fascinating to hear about it. And I think that it's so important that the cultural component is rich within your services. And I'm sure that that is very appreciated. In terms of the work that you're doing with medical professionals, I'm sure that that work is going to go a long way in decreasing health disparities. So really helpful to hear about that as well. So thank you for sharing that. I think that one of the things you started off saying is that Puentes de Salud started 16 years ago and primarily is funded through donations. So would love to hear how folks could support Puentes de Salud. Do you guys have volunteers? And is there a donation link that we can be made aware of that folks can provide resources to you all?
Yes, thanks, Katrina. So we love volunteers, but this is all about building community. We are happy to build partnerships as much as possible. We had about over 300 volunteers with us last year across all of our divisions. And so we're happy to welcome volunteers in any of the divisions. And in terms of donations, we do have accounts with PayPal and GiveButter, and also have Amazon wishlist accounts. So if you're ever interested in searching for an Amazon wishlist, we do have some that are available for our food pharmacy and our medical clinic at this time.
Oh, that's really helpful to know. And I didn't know that that was an opportunity that community-based organizations could use to receive donations. So that's really helpful. So thank you so much for that. And we will put the donation link in the notes of this interview. And I want to thank you so much for joining us today and letting us know about the good work of Puentes de Salud.
Thanks for having me, Katrina. I appreciate it.